Hello, YouTube family. Trying to get the message out there this morning. I actually uploaded this topic before. What this topic is product of our environment. I chose to do this topic because many become a product of their environment. I grew up where my family, they had the analogy that no matter who or what I was around, I, I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't have to become a victim of that. And that is true. But I would say that if a child is around gang activity, they're going to end up being a gang member, or they're going to end up being bullied by gang members. And I'm not trying to say anything about gang members. I'm just trying to use an example. I'll just use another example so I don't seem biased as well. If a person is around a whole bunch of people that do drugs, they're going to end up being peer pressured to do drugs, or they're going to do it voluntarily on their own. Now, there's an exception to every rule. There's a small percentage who won't fall in that category of people that they're around. But just because you're around those people don't mean that you have to result to being like them. Even without gangs, without people that do drugs, you know what I'm saying? If you're around people that are different than you, to survive, sometimes mentally you result to being who they are. Sometimes, you could be in a community where people may not be the nice of people, and you try to, dodge these people. But you're not trying to find trouble, but trouble is finding you. And you have to defend yourself. And a lot of times that shapes and molds our attitudes and our behaviors and how we choose to do things. But I just want to tell y'all this because I think that I ended up being a product of my environment. Even though I was a good person, a good child, or whatever, by me being around people who had been incarcerated near my age, juvenile detention, you know, having guns and all type of stuff like that, that caused me to be around an element that I had no business being exposed to. And by me being exposed, that helped broaden the horizon of my mind to the other element that was out there. And a lot of times I felt like I had to protect myself. Um, so, and other times, I was peer pressured or felt like I didn't fit in. So a lot of times I resort to fitting in. But this is my adolescent years that I'm speaking about. So I just want to let y'all know that basically I've been able to see, people in my community, the behaviors that they may exhibit, or, by them being in the same place generation after generation. And I want to actually change uh change my environment and do something different for my kids. I've been here basically my whole life, and I know the things that I have encountered and came into contact with. And I feel like if I was in a different environment, then it would have changed me and I wouldn't be who I am. But I know all things work together for good for those who love Christ. So thank God he was able to turn my situations around and have me see the bigger picture on what I need to dodge, what I need to look out for. But I don't ever want to tempt my children this way. So the first chance that I get, I'm moving in a better environment for my children. And that's not to say that my children still won't learn things or be exposed. But if you're in a certain area and you know what that area entails, then we have to protect our children. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want them to be forced, exposed, or, you know what I'm saying, confronted with the same issues that I was confronted with. I don't want them to become a product of their environment. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be doing different things, trying to get different results. Because if you keep doing the same thing, it's just insanity. So, I'll talk to y'all later. Um, this video, it wasn't as tough as the last one was. But, I just want to let y'all know, don't become a product of your environment. If you're in an area where you need to protect your loved ones, it don't even have to be kids. Just protect your loved ones because you see they falling in a certain social norm patterns that's around you. Then the best thing we need to do is get away and not become a product of our environment, because I almost totally became a product of our environment. And sometimes you can get in that so deep that you can't get out. So I'll talk to you later.